Oh, hey, welcome YouTube. This is Brian with Where Rebels Are. We stream on Twitch 4 days a week talking about the stock market. Today's topic conversation is specifically on identifying reversals on the chart. Primarily, my focus is going to be on price action, hopefully supported by volume, particularly declining volume into a reversal, or maybe on the uptick, increasing volume is kind of what we would hope. But anyways, we're going to go through reversal candles. It's going to be primarily focused on price action, and then I'm going to review a little bit of what to look for on your oscillator, specifically looking at stochastics. This is my preferred oscillator, on how to identify potential reversal moments in price action and trend. The reason why you would want to be good at this is because it's going to help you with earlier entries and hopefully identify points in time where you can take profits, hopefully closer to the highs, or sell your position, if you haven't, I should say, sold your position on a downturn, when to expect price action to start to recover. Today's example is going to be fast. I do not own this company. I do not recommend it. I've not done a ton of due diligence on the fundamentals. So this is for example purposes only, and we're following historical data on a chart. It is 4:13. I'm going to be using the daily chart and the 1 minute chart to identify some reversal setups. So we're going to go through the example. I'm going to show a few candlestick patterns that I find highly indicative, the relatively successful follow-through rate on when they do appear, and how I look at it as it's going in the moment, which is why I'm hoping to use examples on the 1 minute. So we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully I can give you some indications or identification on the right side of the chart. The way it's setting up right now, it would be a top end reversal. Not there yet, but if we see it, hopefully we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll be using the left side of the chart, and of course, hindsight's always 20/20. So those are really easy to spot. But hopefully, through this exercise, it will give you more confidence in spotting your reversals. All right, first and foremost, we're going to start with the daily chart. When I am going through, I'm going to go ahead and hide my moving averages here. When I'm going through and I'm looking for reversals, I like to obviously look at the extremes on the chart and immediately try to identify what was going on in the lead up to that, what happened at the point of the reversal, and how far that reversal went after the fact. This is kind of playing, like I said, the historical back testing side. But the first thing I notice off of just these examples, this one is a pretty clear reversal setup. If we zoom in on this a bit, you can see that the price action for this candle was above the previous candle, and that is a pretty traditional doji setup. Not a perfect cross. Okay, dojis don't have to be exactly flat and then equally high on the top and the bottom. It just has to have a candlestick on the top and bottom and a relatively flat or very close to open and close price. Okay, so it can be exact, it can be off by a couple of cents or a couple of dollars depending on how expensive the stock is, but the setup very much looks like that. A thin, scrawny candlestick wick, and then the body itself is very narrow in price action between the open and close. So that is a clear doji. It was followed up immediately by another doji, except this one would have been ignored if the first one hadn't transpired. But this is basically a double reversal indicator. And the reason why the first one is more indicative of a reversal than the second is because the first candle has the open and close closer to the top of the day's price action after a rally up in the stock. Okay, if this first candle here did not exist, okay, the first one I drew to did not exist, then the second candle here would not necessarily be indicative of a reversal because it's pointed in the opposite direction. It is a spinning top indicator. If the price action were to be way up here, I would consider it reversal, but the fact that it's so close to previous price action, I would not have called that in and of itself just a reversal. You can see on the chart after the reversal indicator here, first one, let's get rid of the arrow. You can see after the first reversal here, price action has declined since. So that is a clean reversal picture. Now remember, on this chart I drew 4, and I'm going to have to redraw them because I just deleted my ovals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This section here is not showing as clean of a reversal indication. Actually, you did not get indication of reversal actually until the third candle setup here. So big sell-off that is usually quite negative. The next day was a recovery in price action, strong green day, but would not have been considered a reversal because it's just as easy the next day for price action to fall. And so the actual reversal, while not a traditional setup, usually you want to see again price action below previous range to indicate a freestanding reversal. But if you look at the price action here, and I keep saying price action, that's where the price in the stock actually goes. So up, down, sideways. Any trades that are marked are considered price action. So anyways, the low here was the closing price. Okay, the high is the opening price. This would have been more indicative of a reversal if it were a green candle, because that means that it was kind of established that it was going to go up. But what this actually is signifying is a high open right here, a probably traded up on that day. I don't think I can go to a daily that far back, but probably traded up pretty high early in the morning and then went to sell off at or near session lows, which is where it closed. So with that price action of the day, that's an indication that the sell-off is coming to its end. Because the price action is so close to the low of the day, this could be argued as a potential reversal. This one does not have as frequent of a follow-through from an indication, but you can see that this sell-off affected a pretty decent move. We go from 48.50 down to 43.86 if we go to the low, 43.43. So a 4-point move basically in the stock, but price action starts to consolidate here. Again, this is not a traditional reversal, and you can see that it took multiple days for it to confirm. I personally, if I had watched this price action, would not have taken advantage or even participated in the move until much, much later, maybe one of these 3 days, if I was convicted that the move was going to follow through. But this type of analysis for reversals is just to point out, not all reversals are clear. Not all of them get such a clean signal. Also, you could argue, well, shoot, this one's actually a perfect reversal setup. So if I look at the reversal setup here, that's perfect. Decline, clean reversal, price action follows up. So that one's a pretty high confidence doji setup there. But a lot of times, let's look for another reversal that didn't actually indicate a reversal in a direction. That's off of a price decline, reversal, immediate pop up. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. No real sense of direction here. Okay, if I go back to this segment, scroll back just a hair, you can see that the price is moving up. Okay, but reversal 1, 2, 3, 4 reversal candles in a row. Arguably, this first one that led off the procession of dojis could have also been considered a reversal. Price action is moving up. Okay, so from a low of 45 up to a high of 47, and this would be referred to as a hammer candlestick, and that hammer is indicative of a reversal. But 1, 2, 3, 4, so a total of 5 reversals all together really just led to nothing. Stock kind of flatlined from that point before getting this reversal on a very small decline, pop up, and then down, and then again, not a clean reversal, but it is there nonetheless. So all of that to be said, reversals have to be or should be in a segment section of the chart that has a clear direction. Okay, this not super defined. You can see how less and less the slant of my arrows go when identifying or tracing the price action. So a very low slant means that a reversal is, generally speaking, probably a nothing burger. Okay, so just because you see the reversal candle does not mean something's actually going to happen. Here's another circle that I had drawn for potential reversal. Right, we've got a peak here. No activity here to indicate, or strong price action to indicate a reversal at this point, right? Just moves up, moves back down. There's no strong candles giving us identification of price, reversal, or action. Volume remained relatively steady until this large sell-off day. But again, not actually a reversal because no real momentum here in this peak. It's just it peaked and then price action moved down. So that's worth noting as well. Again, not all price action changes or switches are going to be indicated by reversals. And then here, this is probably going to be my favorite indication here on reversals. So we've got price action moving up, very positive. Well, guess what? Didn't turn out probably a news event as people expected. Price came down to consolidate and find a reversal setup. So just like the previous one where I showed multiple reversals in a row, okay, price action well below the previous day, reversal candle is fat, but it still qualifies as a reversal candle. Undecided price action here. 1, 2, 3 days it takes for the price to kind of normalize and identify that yes, things are going to go well, and we're going to trust this stock's price action again. So the decline here is a pretty clean setup. 1, 2, 3 reversals. The more you see in a row at the end of a significant move, again, look at the slant of my arrows here. Right, that's a pretty sharp uptick, a pretty sharp downtick. The sharpness of that angle tells me that yes, this is a significant enough price move that a reversal is likely to set up. So you buy here any of these 3 days, price action takes off the very next day, again reversal. Maybe I want to get out there, and it wasn't an actual or true reversal. It was just the momentum of the previous few days running out of steam, and then price consolidation in this range before slowly ticking up in the future. Okay, but that's what I look for when I'm checking out reversals. I will make sure that there's a link down below for you guys to check out some candlestick patterns and dojis. So we're going to switch from the daily chart after having reviewed these examples. Again, first one here, pretty clear reversals. Second one, not a traditional reversal, and it actually came late, but we did get an indication of a reversal. The third example, no reversal whatsoever, but if you look at the corresponding price action before, it wasn't all that significant of a move up if you take off the volatility immediately surrounding this rise. So it is really just kind of a momentum running out. This one here, very, very clear reversal setup, nice trade action. So understand that, again, not all peaks and valleys in a chart are going to give you clear indication that a trend has reversed or is likely to reverse, and not all reversal indicators, as identified over here in this relatively small range, not all reversal indicators actually mean that a price change or direction in momentum is going to change. So there you have it. There's the examples for the daily. Let's go check out the 1 minute chart. And this one actually excited me because we've got a few nice clean examples here. We'll keep watching the right side of the chart. Price action still moving up strong. This one was not a reversal candle. All right, nice shape for a reversal candle, but price action was not above the previous candle. So that's a false reversal. It's easy for me to identify. Again, hindsight 2020, right? I'm looking at past data, but also I've been doing this for a very, very long time. It's okay to identify patterns. Pattern recognition is pretty important, but you have to understand that just because you see the pattern does not mean that that's what it's indicating or indicative of, because it'd be very easy for most new traders. As a matter of fact, I think on my screen it's a little bit hard to see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can barely see it. There's a wick on the candle just before that went way higher than this reversal candle indicated. So price action the previous minute got all the way up to 49.62. Are we going to get an engulfing? Ooh, maybe. Is that equal? I need to check. All right, we might have a reversal formulating here, which would be nice. Would be a good example. So open on this was 49.68. Close the minute before was also 49.68. So that's equal, not going to be engulfing. However, if this red candle, it did not. we're on to the next minute. So if this red candle had encompassed the full candle before it, that is a clean reversal indicator. Price action's looking pretty non-convicted here, but still no clear sign of an actual reversal. So we'll come back to the right side of the chart. In the meantime, the examples that had caught my attention and why I decided that this was as good as any stock to use. Here, that's a very clean reversal. Here, also a very clean reversal, and here a very clean reversal indication. Not clean here, but it did reverse. Not clean here, but it did reverse. So I'm not going to look at those two because I've already shown you examples, indications of actual reversals, but I want to show a few patterns here. Okay, so this one is a really, really nice setup here. So you actually have, believe it or not, a reversal here. The fact that it closed exactly at the bottom of the minute after such a dramatic drop is the indication or an indication after a significant price move of a potential reversal. So we like that setup, but we get a very, very, very clean doji here. A very long tail, so it could be identified as a North Star, which generally speaking would be reserved for a peak on a move. Forget the exact term for a bottom gravestone maybe, but it's an indication that a large range happened. It opened and closed again near the bottom of the trading range after a decline to the downside. So this would have been a high conviction reversal for me to follow through on. I like that the previous volume, even after the sell-off, because you can see sell-off volume declined a lot, but previous volume before this reversal, we have here green candle, green volume, and we have here green candle, green volume. And with these two trades, for these large stacks of volume, we're looking at 61,000 shares and 43,000 shares roughly. Each of those two share blocks was nowhere reflected on negative volume. Okay, so even though we saw a very sharp decline in the oscillator, a very sharp decline in the price action, the conviction in the volume just wasn't there. So this reversal, to me, has a high level of conviction for play because, again, the sell-off, it's happening in the price action, but it's not being followed through on actual traders or shareholders. Okay, that means that more people are overall bullish. So even with this very sharp decline in the stochastics, like I said, no volume to back it up, gives me a pretty good comfort level on that reversal. Conversely, if you were trading reversal candles, there's no strong volume here because the big volume was this minute and it came well after again on this minute. But I want to highlight, since we're back here, the peak of this chart. This is an engulfing pattern. This has a high level of follow through, okay, in terms of reversal signals. This is not as common to see in a lot of trading action. It comes up, and if you're in the markets a lot, you'll see it frequently. But in terms of like price action, very rarely do you see such a strong engulfing pattern. And what the engulfing pattern is identified as, or identifiable by, is the first left candlestick is well within the open and close range of the second right candlestick. And whichever direction the price action's going, so if there's a sell-off and you saw an engulfing pattern with reversed red first and then green second, well, that's your indication that the stock is about to rise. In this case, we saw it very clearly where price action was moving up, the engulfing pattern formed, and then price action immediately declined. Now, even without a high level of volume here in conviction, if you look, we're sitting at like 12,000 shares and 9,000 shares at the time of the reversal. It still was a very, very clear signal. So if you're short term, okay, and you're looking for reversals, sometimes taking action just on the price action is indicative enough, okay? If you had entered your trade here, for whatever reason, you liked this setup and you had conviction, you could have sold here for a profit that would have been from 49.16 to 49.35, 6, we'll call it. So a nice 26 run up, 26 cents, and then it immediately sells off down to about 5 cents below where you got in. Now, you don't have to take immediate action on this run up, okay? Because like I said, the indications up to this point were still very bullish. This was a bullish indicator before the reversal. And then very shortly after the reversal, we get another very strong bull signal in terms of volume, right? Lots of buyers here. So you could have held on through this volatility and justified your conviction at that point and held here, and then hopefully found some sort of an exit point later in the day. So I like this setup overall. Engulfing patterns is another one. Multiple candle setups. There's another one. You've got the 3 dark nights and the 3 white knight, whatever you want to call them, or 3 crows is also negative if you're looking for setups, and that's 3 strong candles going in the same direction at the end of a price move. So this one here constitutes 1, 2, 3, but if you waited for that 3rd candle, you gave up a lot of the price action. So I'm not as big a fan for reversals as following the 3 candle setup, but this example here is pretty clear of the white knights. 1 nice green size, still decent size body. Would have liked to see that a little bit thicker. And then 3rd green knight. So 1, 2, 3. And if you're looking for the reversal indication, we've got the 3 red crows up here. 1, 2, and 3. This one with the price action being outside of the 3 makes it not official, but still same result nonetheless. Reversal 1, 2, 3 down. And then the last example, this is again just another doji. Here's another doji reversal. So strong move up, doji right here at the peak of a move. And if you look at the price action on this move up, no reversal candles. Okay, that would have been a reversal candle for a downward move. That would have been a reversal candle if it were way up here instead of right where it's at. So it needed to be higher. And so price consolidation, none of those are officially reversal candles because of where they're placed. And then you get this strong move conviction to push up, and then here's the reversal. It's running out of steam at that point. There's your reversal candle, 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these qualify as reversal candles, so taking action on any one of the 3 would have been acceptable. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let it wrap up, because while we do have a correction, possible reversal here, it's not above the previous price action, so I can't call it a spinning top. So this is a reversal in price action. We can actually see a significant decline. I'm not going to be surprised if it continues this new trend, but the reversal wasn't as clean or prominently displayed on this turnaround. So nice price action up. We started watching here 8 minutes ago, it looks like, and no clean reversal, even though we do see price action starting to decline again. So with that being said, come join us on our Twitch channel. I am live 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 1 p.m. Eastern until 5 p.m. We have an open Q&A segment for a significant portion of the stream. So if you're seeing this video, we would really appreciate it if you came to join our community on Twitch. If you're not into watching live videos, you can also join our Discord. Link will be down below. We have a large community of active investors with varying degrees of experience and information and lots of knowledge in many different areas. So it's not just me being as a community to make investing more accessible to everyone. So thank you for following this. I know it's not all inclusive, but hey, it's YouTube. I will make another YouTube video to expand into additional details, but I won't know what details you want unless you tell me. So make sure to comment and all that fun stuff. That's it. This is Brian with whererebelsare. I'm signing off for today's video, and come check us out on Twitch. I can't say that enough. It's a lot easier to help and teach you guys in a live format. So I'd prefer Twitch, but we got a YouTube video because I know not all of y'all can make it when I'm online. So with that being said, thank you.